Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So a lot of people have been asking, can the Dodge Charger Daytona charge on a Tesla Supercharger? And yes, it can, but you have to have one with the Magic Dock system, which is this here. So there's very few of them. You can see this little compartment here that holds the Magic Dock, but there's only two in the state here of Michigan. I'm in Ypsilanti, Michigan right now. I just left the Chelsea Proving Ground, so you're going to be seeing a lot of footage of different things I did today, which was a lot of fun, later this week. But yeah, I had to stop and charge up, and really the fastest charger around here was this Tesla Supercharger. And I've actually done a video before at this exact charger, but there are some complaints. Basically, if you look, Teslas can back up and their charge port is right here on the vehicle. Well, mine's all the way up here, so I have to get as close as I can. You can see the cord's stretched out, but you can see I have to get as close as I can to over the curb to actually plug it in. So it's one of the downfalls about this car being multi-energy, is because obviously on the 6-pack cars is going to be where the gas, nozzle goes in, but whatever, it works. You just have to get super close to the thing. So again, my bumper is hanging over the curb, and the other thing is all of the assist features will not allow you to back up because they don't want you to hit that curb. I actually had to be really careful backing up and kind of give it a little more gas than what I originally thought I would have to. But it's kind of funny being here and there's all Teslas, and then I have a Dodge Charger Daytona. So, but I've come to really like this car. I mean, love the way it drives, love the way it looks. It's dirty as heck right now. You can see there's bug splatter all over it. But it needs to be washed really bad. I mean, usually this car is spotless, but I absolutely hate the color black because it gets so dirty. But you can do it. You don't need an adapter. Tesla has their own. It's just you have to look on the Tesla app and see where you have a Magic Dock station. So again, this one's in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and there's another one up in Mackinac City, Michigan, and those are the only two in the whole state that will allow you to have the Magic Dock. So, but today was a lot of fun. I can't wait to tell you guys more about it. Got to drive some really interesting Ram pickups today. The new Warlock trucks were a lot of fun, but again, there'll be a lot of fun coming up on the channel. So, but I figured I'd just show you guys, hey, you can do it. You can do it on the Magic Dock system. So, midlife crisis, huh? What do you mean midlife crisis? The reason why I got this car was because, one is I absolutely love the new body style on the Dodge Charger, and that the lease was so stupid cheap that you cannot find a car like this with 700 horsepower and all-wheel drive for under $500 a month. So again, I leased this for 2 years. So far, I love it. There's still some issues, little nitpicky things. Passive entry kind of has a hard time sometimes opening. The startup screen basically just has a speedo on it. That needs to be updated. But charging the car, actually, it doesn't take that long, other than 80 to 100%, where you just sit and wait and wait and wait. But it's not bad. But performance-wise, this car is pretty good. I mean, 0 to 60, 3.3 seconds, but it's not bad. You know what? That's a good question. I think a lot of it's just about ramp up. You gotta figure they're already producing 2 doors, the stamping and stuff, and we'll see. I think that's just about production ramp up, really. There's nothing really holding them back now because obviously the SO and HO are ready to go, but I think it's just about the stamping process. So I can't wait to see the 4 doors on the road. I've been lucky enough to actually, ride in them and stuff like that, but I think the 4-door actually looks better than the 2-door, in my opinion. Thanks, man. It's dirty as hell right now. I just drove 80 miles this morning and just drove another 10 miles here. But the only thing I hate about this black is, dude, diamond black is so hard to keep clean. You can see like all the smudge marks and stuff. But I tried my damnedest to find a Destroyer gray one, or a ludicrous, or even orange peel. But at the time I was looking, first of all, no dealerships gave me the deal that I got at Moran Blue Water Chrysler in Fort Gratiot, Michigan. That was for sure. The other thing was that none of them were plus cars at the time. There was only like 2 plus cars with the orange peel color, and they were both like majorly out of state. Everybody here, because these cars weren't selling that well, they ended up getting the base models. And you can tell a plus car has the actual LED lighting all the way across. With the plus package, you get all the amenities, basically memory seats. You get, the car is dirty, but I'll show you. You get memory seats. You do get the bigger screen. Well, actually, with the Scat Pack, you don't get the bigger screen because it's standard. But you do get like power steering wheel, the upgraded seats. So, I mean, you get a lot more options. Like I said, memory seats, which is nice. And you get ambient lighting, like this lights up in 64 different colors, so that's cool. Oh, excuse me. Dude, I actually like the 6-pack cars more too. I think the R-Wing looks cool, but because of aero, they had to make it look more sleek. And it kind of looks boring compared to the 6-pack cars. Like, because it has that mail slot grill down here on the 6-pack, and that power dome hood really set it off. So it was funny today, being with all these other automotive journalists, there were some guys from Texas, and they have yet to see a Charger Daytona. So they actually got to, I let them get in the car, rev it up. They took some video and stuff of it, but they had never seen a Charger Daytona yet. So Dodge is not doing a good job on marketing these cars. They could do a lot better. If they, honestly, I hope to God they do better with the 6-pack cars, because they really need to like show what these cars are capable of. Should be putting up against a Hellcat, doing stuff like that. Not yet. We're still waiting on it. Still waiting on it. So, again, we'll see. Hopefully soon we'll know. We already know pricing. We know all that stuff, but we just want to know what the kind of fuel numbers are. I don't think it's going to be much different than the 5.7 and 6.4, to be honest with you. That car's heavy, and if you actually look at what the Hurricanes get in the trucks compared to the Hemis, it's not much of a difference. Maybe 1 or 2 miles per gallon better. You can hear right now, because the battery pack is fast charging, the fans are going. Smells like up dog, doesn't it? So, but I absolutely love, like, if you look at this car, like, this thing is 2 inches wider than a Hellcat wide body. And if it was 1/10 of an inch wider, it would need marker lights like a heavy-duty truck. So you can see there goes a Tesla Cybertruck with handyman all over it. But yeah, it would need marker lights like a heavy-duty truck, or like the RHO, because it'd be so wide. So they really pushed this car to the limits with how wide it is. But it's got that natural Coke bottle look to it. This body line comes out of nowhere and goes up and up and goes through the cap here and out the back. And everybody says, oh, it doesn't have scallops. Well, I think it actually looks good without the scallops. It looks more sleek. I mean, it would have been cool for some, like, maybe like I think this car looks more like a 70 than a 69 or a 68. But it would have been cool to maybe put one here. But the funny thing is, I'll show you guys, there's Easter eggs all over this car. The longer I have it, the more I find. Hold on here, let me open up the hatch. I locked it. Give me just a second here. Actually, you know what? Keys are in the car. If you go up here, you can pop the hatch. Right there. If I did it right. Oh, come on. There it goes. It does this thing now, just like the Ram tailgates. It wants you to check to make sure that there was nothing blocking it. So you press the button once, and then you have to press it twice. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But you can see there's tons of room back here. Like, all my stuff's kind of shifted from today. But if you look up here, there's the 68 Dodge Charger taillights right there. So it's kind of cool. They got little Easter eggs all over the car. I will say, hold on here. I've been to a lot of car shows and stuff. There's the hat from today. That's pretty cool. The new symbol of protest hat that Ram gave me. But I absolutely love this car for function. I think this thing's great for its size. I love the size of this car. Now, this thing's mammoth because, again, I'm parked, because of the Tesla Charger, I'm parked over the curb. But this thing takes up a full spot. Compared to that Model Y next to me, this thing takes up, that car might be taller, but this thing's way wider. So, you know, I'll tell you a couple things I really don't like about this car. As I've had this for 3 months now, there's a few things I've really grown to not like about this car. The spoiler is one of them. So you can put your fingers underneath this part here, but it's tight to the car after. If you take this through an automatic wash, or you go to wash it at normal car washes, water gets underneath there and soap, and it stays underneath there. You can dry the car off and everything. You go to lift the hatch up, soap drips all over the hatch. They need to figure out how to drain the water better from here to down here. This car is terrible to clean. Like, if I run it through an automatic car wash, I'll show you guys one day. You'll be like, holy smokes, the soap just pours out of the car after. And I hate that. Absolutely hate that design. The range on the RT has been pretty disappointing based on measuring mileage and battery percentage. Wow, that is pretty terrible. So this thing doesn't do too bad. So, like on the highway, this thing's rated for 241. Basically, if you're on the highway, you get 241. Now, I live off of Woodward Avenue, and if I put on the second level of regen, so the middle level, and just drive in auto mode, I will actually regen more in stop and go traffic than I use. So ultimately, a normal range for this car, if I fill it up to 100% for me, because I live in the city, I get anywhere, Dodge says 241, I get anywhere from 280, depending on what mode I'm in, to about 315. So it's not bad, and this is a scat, so I don't have a problem with the range. I mean, when you get on the highway, it sucks. That's why I'm charging right now. I was at 2% when I got here? So, and you hear the clicking and clacking underneath. That's just the capacitor doors opening up for the cells. It does a lot of noises. Everybody wonders, what the heck's that noise? So, but yeah, range hasn't been too bad for this thing. I've been super impressed with, you know, what this thing actually gets in the city. Like I said, mileage on the highway, it gets 241, just like they said. But if you regen, and you get, especially if you get really good at regenning, I mean, it's easy to get 300 in this car. So, but again, I think this is the best driving L-Series car I've ever owned. And I've owned two 2014 Dodge Charger RTs with all-wheel drive. I own that 2023 Chrysler 300C. And night and day difference, man. This car drives so much better. You got to remember, this platform is 20 years newer. So, again, all this new technology, adaptive suspension in this thing, so nice. Auto mode, super cushy. Put it in sport mode, it gets a little stiffer. Track mode, track mode will bounce you around quite a bit. Drag mode is absolutely rough. Track mode right now, they have to fine tune it a little bit. They made it a little more aggressive, but now when you go to hit the gas, if you are, or the accelerator pedal because it doesn't have gas, if you go to hit it while you're in track mode, sometimes it will start bucking. Like they have to adjust that a little bit. But the thing is, with over-the-air updates, this car keeps getting better and better and better, so I can't complain too much. Did it come with an adapter? No, it did not come with an adapter. This is a Tesla Supercharger with the Magic Dock system. So there's only 2 of these in Michigan right now. So this is the adapter that is built into the Tesla Charger. So again, Magic Dock, that's what this box is here. That adapter pulls out of here and charges your car for you. Those other adapters, I don't trust them because they can screw up your electronics. So, but yes, you can charge at a Tesla Supercharger as long as it has the Magic Dock. So again, this one's in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and the other one is in Mackinac City, Michigan, but there's several states that have them. Tesla's slowly rolling them out. Here, it's nice because there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 Superchargers. So that's not bad. But some places only have 4 Superchargers and that, you know, they're just kind of rolling them out slowly. And you can tell these ones get a lot of use. I mean, they're pretty banged up. So, well, like, let's look. I started at 42. I'm at 78 right now, and I've been live for 17 minutes. And that's exactly when I started it. So, in less than 20 minutes, I basically doubled the power that's in the car. And again, if I go up to 80 to 100 will take an hour. It's super slow. I hate how they do that. They want to conserve the battery. But the honest to God's thing is if they say like, hey, it gets 241 in range, that's only if it has 100%. If you go from 80 to 100, it takes forever to charge. So realistically, they need to kind of figure something out about the charging metrics. So, hey Randy, how's it going, man? Those are hard to find. Yeah. So again, if you look at the Tesla app when you're traveling, if you find the Magic Dock, it's actually not that bad. Again, here in Michigan, you think with the big 3 and that, there'd be more of them because we do have quite a few Tesla chargers, but only 2 Magic Dock stations. So, and this one is actually quite a far away from Detroit. This is near Ann Arbor, Michigan. So down here, it's more EV friendly. So I kind of understand that because, I mean, look, I'm in a Myers parking lot here. There's Teslas coming in and out of this thing. There's 4 here right now. And I'm the only Dodge Charger here, obviously. Last time I was here, the first time I came out here, I did a whole video on it. The very first time I pulled in, I pulled this car in. This is a 25 Charger. There was a guy with the exact same car right there. So it was kind of comical. He was like, man, I've never even seen another Dodge Charger Daytona. He goes, I thought I was the only one. He had his for like 3 months before me. But I came down here to check this thing out. So it does work, and it works pretty good. So I have no problem with the Tesla Superchargers. The only problem I have is that Tesla cables, because the port for the Teslas are right here, you have to stretch the hell out of this thing to get it. And the problem is with the parking sensors on this thing, you got to turn them off because it won't let you get close to the curb. So you kind of got to play around with it. Like I had to get out of the car twice to make sure I was back far enough. The first time I was like, the thing came up to here. The next time I moved, it was like right here. Finally, I moved enough back where I got it. And of course, you look like an idiot to all these Tesla owners who are like, ha ha ha, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing. But I do love this car, man. I just don't like black. That's the only problem. Like Randy has a really nice white one. So I would rather have bright white or white knuckle, you know, than diamond black. My wife loves it. Now, I'm glad, there's a couple options I'm glad I didn't get. I'm glad I didn't get the carbon and suede package. Carbon and suede would give you carbon fiber mirrors, which I mean, look nice, but it gives you the blacked out wheels, and I just love the way this machined look looks against black. I think it looks good. Yeah, I seen your video, dude. It actually looks cool. I like your little throwback. But I do like the machined look. And I did not want a glass roof. So if you follow any of the Charger Daytona forums, obviously we don't have anybody, I don't think, on Mopar Insiders that has a Charger Daytona other than me. But if I belong to a bunch of Daytona Charger groups on Facebook, and that glass panel that sits up here, you get that, and you get the upgraded stereo. And so it's called the Sun and Sound Group, and it's like pretty close to, I think, a $4,000 option. So I could care less about that. But the funny part about it is I've seen 2 people in the last like week and a half that have had cracked glass in their roof, and one guy got a quote $3,500 to replace that glass panel. So now I asked the head of,
what kind of car is this?
What's that?
What kind of car is it?
A Dodge Charger Daytona.
What? I've never seen something like this.
Yeah, it's dirty as hell right now, but yeah.
That's so nice, man.
Thanks.
Mind if I take a video?
Yeah, go for it. So you can see, like, this is what cracks me up. Everybody bashes this car online, but people come out of the woodwork to actually, they will always want to see it. They always want to hear it. I go to car shows, I'm like flanked by it. So, you know what's funny, Randy, is, like I said, there's all these keyboard warriors out there that hate this car. I've met one person at an EV meet that said they didn't like this car because guess why? It isn't EV enough. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, because that's the reason why I like it. It's not an EV. So, but no, I've had simple software issues. Like right now, when I start the car up, my auto mode screen is basically blank. It says auto. It tells me how much. It doesn't tell me the percentage of the battery. It tells me how many miles I have, and it has a speedo on it. But every other thing works. Passive entry, there's a recall for that. I still haven't gotten that fixed, but a lot of times I'll be fiddling with the actual door locks to get it open. But overall, I absolutely love this car. Drives better than any Dodge Charger or my 300 that I've ever owned. So, but I do like the 6-pack cars. I think the 6-pack cars look better. But thanks, man. Have a good one. And that guy came from all the way across the parking lot too. I seen him just like looking and pointing. But yeah, I mean, how many times have I been on live streams where people have come up to me and asked about the car? I think every single time I've done, well, not every single time, probably about 80% of the time I've done charging videos and stuff, somebody's come up and talked about the car. So that's weird, man. Well, I appreciate that. Maybe it'll come in later. But no, I absolutely love the car, dude. It's cool. Here comes a guy with a Dodge Dart right here. You checking it out. He's probably going to walk over and see what it's like. So, how much you want to bet? Yeah, it's mine. Dodge Charger Daytona. And I see you. Yeah. Yeah, you can sit in it and stuff. The keys are in it, and you check it out. It's just charging right now, so. Yeah, it's dirty right now because, I mean, I drove like 80 miles this morning and just drove 10 here. So. No, this thing's dirty. I'm OCD about my cars. I mean, this one's dirty. Especially black. Black's a bitch to keep clean, so. But yeah. Yeah, go ahead and open it up. You can sit in it. I don't care. Go ahead, jump on in it. I sit all the way back, but yeah, just go ahead and jump in it. If you want, you can hit the gas or the brake pedal, and then. I've never been in an EV in my life. That's fine. Hit the brake pedal. It's just start like a newer car. Hit the power button there.
There's speakers?
Well, there's 4 speakers and there's an air pump. So check this out. I can go to. You can go to different modes. Let's see here.
Foot is off the brake.
Oh, that's fine. It might not do it because, let me see. It might not do it because the thing's open. Hit track mode up there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to do it because the car is charging.
It'll change the audio?
Yeah, and you can rev it. You can actually rev it.
Where are the speakers? Are they?
So they're in the back. It has an actual exhaust. So what it is basically it's 4 speakers that are back there underneath the car. It's all encased. You won't be able to see much. But there's an air pump. You can hear the air kind of blowing through it. And when you rev it up, it actually vibrates the car.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So it's different. I'm not an EV person by any means. I'm a huge Mopar guy. I've had many Hemi cars. I just wanted to try the EV thing out. Leases are cheap, and I'm like, and it's different, man.
That's so cool. What's the 0 to 60 like?
0 to 60. Yeah, well, the thing is like it's about the same as like a little bit quicker than a Hellcat.
Okay.
So it's a 3.3 0 to 60 time.
All-wheel drive?
All-wheel drive. So
All
it's got,
time?
Yep. So this one's got dual motors. So it's got 335 up front, 335 in the back. And then basically, if you look at the back, this has got what they call the track pack. So this has 325 rear rubber.
I was going to say, it's got some monster wheels in the back.
11.5-inch rubber, and it's got 305s in the front. And the car is actually a natural wide body. So it's got, like, if you look.
That was the first thing that drew my eye. That and then the front end. I was like, what is that?
So it's actually 2 inches wider than a Hellcat wide body. So if it's 79.9 inches. So if it was 80, it would need marker lights like a semi-truck or a heavy-duty truck.
This thing's awesome.
So, and then it's got a frunk up front, which is basically useless. But instead of having, so they actually just came out with the gas ones. So the gas ones will use this as a grill, and it'll have a flush hood, but it's like a power dome hood.
And this is just for aerodynamics, correct?
Well, they say it is, but they wanted to make it look like a muscle car.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, the gas ones look a little more aggressive. They have a bigger slot down here, just because they need more air.
Yeah, more air intake.
But yeah, 670 horsepower, all-wheel drive. So.
Well, hey man, I appreciate you taking
Hey.
the time to actually talk to me about it.
Hey, no problem, man. No problem. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's funny.
Gas, and I was like, crank the no power steering. What is that?
Here, I'll give you a card. I'm an automotive journalist. Actually, I'm live streaming right now.
Okay.
But there's my websites and stuff. My old car there. So.
You said you live stream. Is it mostly about?
All about cars, yeah. Mopar
Okay.
stuff. I'm all about Mopar stuff. So I've been a Mopar fan since I was like 2 years old, man. So.
No power.
That's right. So, but yeah, thanks, man. It's funny, I seen you pull over, and some guy just pulled up on a motorcycle, and he was asking about it. And we were just talking. There's 171 people on here.
Okay.
And we were just talking about how, like, there's a couple of owners on here, and we were saying about how the keyboard warriors hate this car because, oh, it's an EV. I hate the fact it's an EV, all right? I think it's dumb, but whatever. I like the car. And
there's no replacement for displacement.
exactly.
Cool car is a cool car.
Yeah.
Across the board.
Well, the funny thing is like every one of the owners that I talk to, we take the cars out, everybody comes up. I take it to car shows, people come up, want to hear the exhausting. I never drive with the exhausting on, ever.
So it's silent the whole time you're driving?
Yeah, well, it makes a noise. It sounds like Knight Rider. It's like whoom.
Oh,
whoom.
yeah, I hear it when some cars back up.
Because it has to make a noise by law. You could turn it off. There's actually a stealth mode, and you can turn it completely off.
Okay.
But it has to have noise for the blind. It's a law. So it makes like a Knight Rider noise, like wow, wow.
I feel like I've heard that in other vehicles, and
Yeah.
I'm standing in the parking lot trying to figure out what the heck's going on.
Hold on a second, you guys. Let me see if maybe. Okay, I just stopped charging, so let's see. Okay. Oh, hold on a second here. It's not ready to be done yet. I'm getting the red lights. Give it a second. Okay, let's try it again. Is it going to lock out? There it goes. So that's easy. So yeah, if you jump in it now, go ahead and get in it. You can get in it, yeah. Go ahead and get in it, and then we'll put it on track mode. Hold on here.
Okay.
Now rev it up. Rev it up. Put it right to the floor.
That's so weird. Just, yeah, put it to the floor and not having something bad happen.
Like, rev it up and feel the dash.
Oh, it actually.
Yeah, go in the back and feel it. Like how, just touch the spoiler on it. You'll be like, what the hell? It's an air pump that's underneath that pushes air and it vibrates the car.
That's so cool.
So if you get down under there, you can hear it now.
I was going to say, the second you switched it to
Yeah.
the track, it started to get loud.
See how it's all encased though? You won't be able to see the speakers, but they're. But yeah.
God, that's so cool.
So tell me about your car, man. 63?
63 Dodge Charger.
Yep.
270.
Okay.
My grandfather bought it in the year 2000, and he bought it with 30,000 original miles. He rebuilt it at 30,000 miles, so right when he got it.
Oh, sweet.
And he babied it. He passed away 2 years ago now, and he lived in Washington State, so I flew myself and my two brothers out to Washington State to come pick up the car, and by that point his health had declined and he had not been able to drive it for about 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So it went from sitting, not running, to running, driving, and cruising at 80. We drove it from Washington State all the way here in 3 days.
Wow.
Before he passed away, he sent it through the back of the house. He said the throttle got stuck and he crashed in the back of the garage. So he had a donor car on the side of the house. This is a 64. This is a 64. And I had to stop at 9 junkyards across the U.S. just to find this headlight bezel.
Wow.
I think.
Slant 6. That's pretty cool, man. And convertible, too. Dude, nothing is as cool as the old dashes and stuff, you know?
The padded dash.
Well, not just that, but like, dude, they put time into like designing stuff, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, it's got so much tooling and...
I thought I had the old headlight bezel back here, but I must have taken it out.
You actually got a cassette player in there, too. You put a USB, you got a cassette player.
So the USB was specifically for the drive across the country because we
Charge your
lived
phones.
off of, we found MREs in the garage. The whole road trip was no hotels, no sleeping bags. We slept in this. We ate the MREs. We were trying to do it as cost effective as possible. To get this thing up and running, I threw a quart of Marble mystery oil in the whole motor, like divided up by each of the cylinders. Let that sit for a while, made sure I had good compression, everything was lubed up, pulled the carb off, rebuilt the carb, and now he'd probably kill me if he was around, but it's a car. I
Yeah.
drive it.
Well, that's awesome.
He had it sit
I love your
in the
speaker in
garage.
the back. That's awesome.
So we figured out that stereo deck is just, it's in there, and I'm kind of scared to rip it out because that was one of the last things he did to it. So, not that I have sentiment towards cassette tapes.
No.
Because I think I have maybe 5, but a Bluetooth speaker in the back's pretty easy.
Hey, it works, man. It's a slick car. I love the old darts. 64. I know a couple people that have 64s. This looks really good, dude. Look at like the tooling around the bezel. No. Everything, that car looks good, but there's nothing, like, it's just body line. It's like not even body lines. It's just like there's nothing on the sides. At least with this, I mean, you get trim. I mean, look at it. It actually says Dart, but look at the trim. I mean,
So the model is 270.
Yeah.
The quarter panel that we pulled from the other car was it was a lower trim package. So I pulled the trim off and I lined it up with what's already going down on the 270 body part.
Yeah.
And I just drilled holes and popped them in. I still gotta fill the holes there. I just went put a new voltage regulator in it like 15 minutes ago.
Did you, so you kept your grandfather's plates, or is this like...
This is the plates that he had on it.
That's cool. Super cool, man.
And the grill off of the 64 was in way better shape, but
Yeah.
it's not the 270.
No. Dude, I'm going to tell you something. Nowadays, when you go to car shows and stuff, people are just as into the cars like this that are not restored because you don't want to know why? They're survivor cars.
Exactly.
You know, you don't need to have big bucks to go and have fun. Like at home, I have a 1979 Chrysler 300.
Okay.
So it's a Chrysler Cordoba with a 300 package, right? It's got T-tops and stuff. Dude, we paid $8,000 for it. It's worth about 30, but it's only got 42,000 original miles on it. It's got scrapes and stuff, but if it was so nice, you wouldn't want to drive it.
And that's this thing. Every single corner car's got some type of nick or scrape in the paint, which
Yeah.
to me, I
But
try
that-
to take care of it as much as I can.
But dude, that adds character too. I mean, look at this. All right. For it being a Washington State car, yeah, they didn't use salt like Michigan.
So thankful.
But I'm saying, considering you think about how old this car is, it's 61 years old. It's in pretty damn good shape for 61 years old.
Got manual brakes all the way around.
Yeah, just don't be going fast and a deer jump out in front of you. My
Probably my number one fear.
My cousin had a 69 Cornet 440. Now, a 440 package was not a 440 engine. It was basically the base model car with a little extra trim. Everybody goes, oh, I had a 440. No. It actually was like either a slant 6 or a 318 car. But his had a rebuilt 360 from like a 1980s Dodge truck.
Okay.
But one time we were teenagers, like 16, 17 years old. We're like, yeah, we're gonna haul ass. I don't know what they're saying. When we were hauling ass down this, 2-lane blacktop, we're looking down and we're pegged the speedo and we're doing like 140. And when we got done, we're like, what the hell? This car doesn't have seat belts. It has drum brakes all the way around it. If somebody would have pulled out in front of us, we would have been dead.
Every time I get a close call, I'll be hauling ass. And it's like, I gotta slow up real quick. And I hit the brakes and I start kind of sliding down the seat. I'm like, there's no safety precautions in these cars whatsoever. No collapsible steering column,
No
airbags, no discs around.
Well, that's just like our 79. Our 79, at least you have a padded dash. My 79 doesn't even have that. It's just metal. And then the top is plastic. So, I mean, well, yeah, it's fine because the car has always been garage. But I'm saying when you're out, there's no crash points in that car, man.
I was at one thing I like to do when I go to the parts stores, usually there's a kid behind the counter. I'll ask him, hey, can you throw your code reader? It's making a funny sound. It'll come out. We'll open the door. We'll be looking under the dash. He's like, can you open the hood for me? Yeah, I'll open the hood for you. He opens the hood. He's like, I don't know how I'm supposed to throw the code reader on. I'm like, I appreciate you being a good sport. No port.
Do you know what's really cool about this? So if you look close, those are it says safety glass, the old logos there. Like, dude, he really didn't change much to this car.
The only thing he
The
did,
windshield, maybe.
he was a big guy. He was 6'8", 340 pounds. So
Wow.
what he did,
So he's like my size, but taller.
and it was funny him getting in and out of this tiny little car.
Yeah.
What he did,
Because this is considered a compact car.
I laugh about that. So he removed the seat bracket
Uh-huh.
and then slid the seat back and lowered it.
Yeah.
So if you look underneath, there's bolts going all the way through the floor. So you bring it down and farther back.
Yeah, because he didn't have a tilt column.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much.
No.
We rolled over 60,000 miles. When we started it up, it had 59,000 miles.
Wow.
I'm sitting at 65,224 miles.
I like your,
You like that? I picked that up. I saw that at the, what was it? 50,000 silver dollar bar in Montana.
oh, really?
During our
See,
trip.
I love like all the trim pieces, man.
And we ended up selling the 64, but any good chrome that we could find, door handles, mirrors, trim pieces, anything we could pull off, we pulled off. And
Oh, yeah.
I got it in the shed.
Cool,
And
man.
then I got my nice big return spring because my brake pedal, the lights like to stay on.
Oh.
Quickest way to stop doing that.
Hey, as long as you're having fun, man. I mean, this
Oh,
is this. See, and that's the cool thing. Like, by you coming up to me, like this car has so much freaking character. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to have a V8 under the hood. I mean, it's got character. That's what's cool about it.
Have you ever seen this stuff?
What's that?
Wild Willie's fuel fragrance.
No.
So you throw this in your tank, it treats 12 to 20 gallons, and it adds
Smell to it?
scent. So right now I got cherry in here. So when I back up into my driveway, I open my door so I can look behind me because it's just easier. And all I smell is cherry.
That's pretty awesome. I never knew they made that. That's sweet. No, dude, cool car, man.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
I'm sorry, what's your name again?
Austin.
Austin? I'm Robert, man.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, dude. Well, dude.
It's funny because towards the end of him being around,
Yeah.
he was wheelchair bound, so pretty much anything he could reach was loose. So every cup cover was loose, everything that he could reach from right here was loose, because all of this was gone. So he was in here digging around, so there was a lot of double, triple, quadruple checking before we hit the road.
So he was tinkering still.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, she leaks oil. Still got good oil
Yeah,
pressure.
but that's a Mopar, dude. One thing good about Mopars is they're self-healing.
Kinda, yeah.
You drive it, the more you drive it, the better it gets. So we learned that a lot with our 300, dude. The more you drive it, the way better it gets. So
He had parts on parts on parts on parts, and we filled the trunk with the part he had. And at some point, it's gonna get an upgraded ignition, a new carburetor. He's got a nice chrome carburetor sitting in a box in the trunk.
very cool, dude. Man, cool, Austin. Well, again, man, nice meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Thanks for taking the time.
Oh, no problem, dude. No problem, man. You take her light, okay? So you guys can see. Like, that's the cool thing about this car. You know, everybody can, but dude, when you're sitting here, people come up to you, want to talk to you, they want to know all about it, and then you get cool people like Austin over there who, you know, have a really cool Dodge Dart who stopped by and he didn't even know this was a Dodge and had no clue. So, hold on here. Let me turn this off real quick so you guys can, hold on here. Hold on here. I'm getting a bunch of people asking to hear it.
Huh?
I said I'm getting the people that asked if they can hear it.
Nice belt.
It's actually a 63 Dart.
Nice at stoplights when she comes down to like 400 RPM because the whole thing starts shaking around like crazy. You can smell the cherries.
I'll have to, yeah, hold on here, I gotta smell this.
It's not super pungent, but it's definitely.
You can smell it.
pungent.
It's very faint, but you can smell it.
I saw it and I was like, yeah, what the hell? It works, and it does.
That's awesome, dude.
I do like the smell of raw fuel in the exhaust. Cherries is better.
I can't get that for some reason in this.
Keep on hitting that pedal, I'm sure it'll work.
Yeah. It'll burst into flames before I smell anything. Dude, that's awesome.
Throttle's a little sticky. Maybe he was right when he said the throttle got stuck.
That's pretty cool, man. Well, take her light, Austin. Nice meeting you, bro.
Yeah, have a good day.
So you can see, like I said, people come out of the woodwork to see this car. It's kind of hilarious. So there's living proof right there. There's two people who stopped back to back to come see this thing at a Tesla Charger. So anyways, I'm hitting the road to go home. I had a long day. You're going to see a lot of videos from the Chelsea Proving Grounds this week. We did a lot of fun stuff with the Ram team, so stay tuned. But yeah, totally cool. That's one of the reasons why I love this car. I'm not an EV person. I'm not a huge person that likes EVs or anything like that, but this car definitely gets all the attention you could ever want. Again, I've only had one person come up to me and say they hate the car in person. Now, there's been a lot of people saying, I love the car, I wish it had a Hemi. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people that said, hey, I wish it had a Hemi, but everybody likes this car. It's just, yeah, it needs a V8 in it. Honestly, it does. The Hurricane engines are super fast. I mean, they're pretty slick. They're high tech, you know, little 6-cylinder engines. But the honest to God's truth is, if you're a diehard muscle car guy, yeah, you need a V8. And the other thing is too is, don't get me wrong, Dodge says this is a muscle car. This is not a muscle car. You can't do a burnout, which boggles my mind why they never made it so you can disconnect like one motor and just run rear-wheel drive. I don't understand that. But again, I think this is a really good GT car. It's comfortable. I wish the range was a little bit better, but in 2028, you know, Stellantis is working on a new battery pack, semi-solid state batteries that will be a game changer. They're working with Fractal Energy from North Carolina to build semi-solid state batteries. And we're talking about smaller battery packs, more range, so the car will be lighter. Actually, lighter battery packs too. They're looking at 500 miles of range with one of these. And they're looking at, you know, more energy discharge too. You can have more energy density. So that means you can put bigger motors on this thing. You're talking about like 1,000 horsepower, you could do it. So that's the thing. That will be the future going forward. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get on the highway here real quick, make a pit stop, go to the bathroom, and then I'm going home. So hopefully, oh my God. So anyways, hopefully you guys stay tuned. Make sure to hit like, subscribe. How much is my lease? My lease was super cheap. I have a 2-year lease with 12,000 miles for each year, so 24,000 miles. And I had an employee discount, and I had all the incentives, so my payment is $480 a month for a 670 horsepower all-wheel drive car. So not too bad. So again, how many cars under 500 bucks can you get with almost 700 horsepower and all-wheel drive? That's what I'm saying. Like, I was gonna wait for one of the 6-pack cars, and being an automotive journalist, I figured, yeah, you know, I can do content and stuff on this, or on one of these cars. But dude, after seeing the deals on this, I thought, why not? Again, the EV thing is all new to me. It's a learning curve. I don't have patience, which makes it even more fun because I hate sitting and waiting. But because I work from home and stuff, I can do a lot of like work in the car, so it doesn't bother me too much. But I think EVs, once they get the infrastructure going, and I think if they can make EVs recharge as fast as you can fill a gas car, it'll make sense. So, dude, I'm a huge Trump supporter. I'm like one of the biggest MAGA people you'll ever meet. I know everybody in the industry hates me saying that because there's a lot of left-wingers, but dude, I'm a huge capitalist. I'm a huge, you know, conservative. So, and guess what my girl dog's name is? Melania. My wife named our dog Melania. We have Walter P. Chrysler, and we have Melania. So. So anyways, I'm gonna go to the bathroom at McDonald's, and then I am heading home. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll probably pump out another video. I might do something on one of the Ram trucks that I did today. So stay tuned for that. Check out Mopar Insiders. Check out 5th Gen Rams, HD Rams. Those are the websites that we have. And I will see you guys later. So thanks for joining in. Bye.